So welcome to Deep Target's Customer Success webinar this afternoon, July 20th. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm David Kingsbury, Head of Customer Success, and we have Helen Triplett on with us as well. And we want to talk about the optimal campaign framework. And this is something that I think is on a lot of people's minds quite often. And so we're really excited to go through a way to, in our positioning on how you should set up an optimal campaign framework. So we'll just get right into it. First of all, so the biggest question determining your success, we think overall, is do you have an optimal campaign framework? That means the number and type of campaigns to engage your users who have a financial need right now. And there's two main things to consider when you're doing this. Are you fulfilling the mission of your FI to your members and customers? And are you financially sustaining your FI? So it's actually, and notice the order is really, really important. Actually understanding, first of all, the needs of your members and your customers. So the reason I say that is a lot of times Helen and I have heard this from many of our customers over the years, that they have a general regimen of what they offer each quarter or each during a period of the year. And things that will be said are like, Q1 is when we always promote our deposit type products, and Q4 is when we promote most of our loan type products. And so it's based on a history, if you will. But if you do that only on history, are you missing out on opportunities to help other members and customers during those timeframes by not promoting product? So that's what we're going to focus on today and talk about that. Okay. So once again, we put up this, if you will, three-way chart, the engagement life cycle. First of all, what are you promoting? What are you promoting now? And then results of those coming back around, discovering who to target, the right person with the right product at the right time, and then how are you going to communicate to those audiences, and then the results of those returning back around. And so we're often asked, how many campaigns should we be running? So this is a general question. I know Helen gets it in implementation, especially when we take customers live. And it's more important that you determine, are you publishing the right number of campaigns that are relevant to the target audiences that make up your membership or your customer base. And so that's something that needs to be, you guys need to consider internally. And I'll explain more in just a second. So what is an optimal campaign framework? Should you consider how many campaigns you should run at any one time? And unfortunately, we think that question, which is a lot of times the first question that's asked, is actually out of order. And in fact, the answer is no. However, one fundamental aspect of this is we suggest that you are never running 5 campaigns or less. Okay, so that may surprise some of you guys. And the only reason I'm saying that is we know for a fact that you're leaving too many of your users, your digital users, out there without the understanding of what full breadth of products and capabilities, services that you have to offer. So once again, you want to first consider the needs of your customers, and you might look historically on what were your product and account opens over time. Now, we all know that Deep Target can do influence conversions, but our real question is, what are your product account opens totally across your FI, either last month or last year at the same period of time? That can give you an indication of what products you should be offering or promoting inside of your digital banking channels. And then once again, the second one is consider your FI needs and situation. So certainly a lot of FIs are promoting things related to educational aspects, or just one of our favorites is certainly the happy birthday or happy anniversary type campaigns. The ones might be simply things that are important to the credit union, upcoming events that are related to the credit union or the community as well. Okay, so each month, our suggestion is each month or each quarter, you take time to consider these two items as you prepare or update your campaigns. And then, who is looking for what products or services? And this should be your first focus. I just want to remind everybody, it's a lot of times we get caught up in what are we going to promote this month? What might be top of mind? What might be because of the seasonality of your products? What should we then therefore promote? And on an individual basis, when you do that, you might have, for instance, this summer, many of you guys, I'm sure, have some kind of boat consumer loan campaign. You might have an RV that started earlier this summer, those kind of things, even vacation loans. And those are all fantastic, certainly. But are you missing, once again, out on other opportunities that with your users where they're looking for products? And we know it's your responsibility to engage them at every level of their need and assist them through that journey all the way through to the actual account open. Okay, so the secret to engagement is the fact that at least one of your members or customers is looking for at least one of your products right here and right now. And many are looking for more than one in this journey. And I'll talk about the journey in just a second. So once again, the question is who? And once again, reaching those individuals is the key to your success, because if you don't reach them and let them know about your great offers, then they will either look somewhere else or they will be getting offers from other FI or other institutions that therefore will win that business. And then the question is, how long have you then lost that customer to another institution with that product or service? Okay, so there's degrees of needs. So the other consideration that you should always have in your mind is, how do you reach them at the right time? So the very first one, those that are urgently needing a product or service, they're ready to move forward and they'd like to do it fast, meaning now, today, tomorrow, this week. These are the most important customers that you need to reach right now. And then prior to that, as part of the journey, those that are highly interested, that are looking over a period of time, that they're expected to move forward in 30 to 60 days, those that are just interested, and then finally researching. So as many of you guys know, when anyone is trying to make a large financial decision, such as purchasing a home, or sometimes even other products, investment products, that kind of thing, they may look for over 6 months as they're researching it, and then they move through the process of these 4 steps until they're ready to move forward. And so it's important for you to be in that process of that journey all the time. Okay, so when do you give up on a member or customer? So once again, hopefully never. Where I'm emphasizing here is, by not promoting all your products or services, you left many of your people out, and they will move to another FI, and their loyalty will begin to shift to that other FI potentially. And one account at a time, you will lose them. So I'm speaking about fear of missing out, which honestly, DTarget is focused on a lot over the last year, and you're going to see some new reporting, some new visualizations that will give you ideas of what you're missing out on. Okay, And we can't say enough, and you'll see the articles, many of them we've discussed in the past, about how important it is to stay in front of your existing customers and grow your accounts, new accounts with existing customers, is much, much cheaper than acquiring new ones, although we want new ones as well, for sure. Okay. So here's a little diagram to just give you an indication of a spectrum of engagement. And the honest truth is, if the number of campaigns that you're running to the left here, 1 to 5, it's your engagement level is suboptimal. 6 all the way up until, I'll say, 16 perhaps, and there's some leeway in there, is okay. But really, from what we've seen, anywhere from 16 to 30 campaigns running at a particular, at any point in time, obviously focused on different audiences, is the optimal way to go. And these will be a mixture of all user and targeted and personalized ads, certainly. So they're highly relevant to those looking. So you can see my comment down here at the bottom: tuned out, tuned in. We all do it today. If the same ad with the same offer, not personalized and not necessarily relevant, I'll just tune it out. And if that continues to show up, then within 30 days, I don't see it anymore. And if it sits out there beyond 90 days, then it's actually detrimental, because people are asking in themselves, why is this ad continually showing up when it's not relevant to me? I'd like something else. I'm interested in something else right now. Okay. So one of the big questions there is, what do you offer? And the answer is related to, what do you offer on your website? So think about, and Helen, you can chime in on this one as well. We know that that you offer all your products and services on your website today, and which is good, because we talked about last month, in fact, that the way people find what you're offering is primarily through your website today. 87%, I believe, was the number of the research that goes on occurs first on the website. But it's a little different. So I'll give you a scenario. A lot of times we'll get things in the mail that might promote at the local grocery store. This week, coffee is 50% off, or bread is 25% off, or something of that sort. And those are designed to get us into the store, so that while we're there, we'll pick up those items. But statistics show that you'll pick up 3 or 4 other items. And if your experience is really good, then you'll come back. So that's a little different in what's going on here in the financial banking industry. If you promote something like a great, let's say, credit card, they are only going to come, if you will, to your institution for that credit union, that credit card, and not look around, if you will, shop around for other items as much as you would think. And so the concept of only promoting, for instance, 1 or 2 things a month, hoping that they'll come get other things, is simply not valid. So the bottom line is, you should be offering all your products and services inside of your online and mobile banking channels, obviously, and via other channels, those products that you're also offering on your website. And we've had discussions over the years, especially this year, about doing this, adding these promotions for all your products. And I can hear you guys, some of you saying, well, we're overloaded on loans right now. We're off balance, so we don't want to promote any of our loan products. We need to just promote our deposits. So we understand that. And that works, but you are letting those individuals, those customers and members go that might still be looking for your other products that you are not promoting. So it's that fear of missing out that we want to try
And
to
David,
help.
I'd like to also mention here is
Perfect.
that while you're in your online or your mobile app, it's convenient, it's easy, it's there in front of them. They don't have to go out and search. It's there in front of them. And I just know for myself, when something is served up to me, you want to respond to it. It's like, the document's written for you. All you have to do is approve it. It's kind of
Right.
like that scenario. So it's there for ease of use. So that's there for your members and your customers to get to quickly.
That's right. That's exactly right. And you guys know that if somebody does go to your website, or let me take it from a promotional standpoint. If you are promoting for perhaps a CD, most of you, the URL that's related to the ad, when they click on the ad, takes them to the website then. So you're actually funneling them, most of them, back to the website anyway. So once again, promoting all your products and services in your online channels that are on your website is really the way to go. Okay. So and plus, whatever graphics or content, call to action you're using on your website, you simply reuse it, repurpose it into your online channels. And it might be slightly different pixel sizes on the images, and that's that kind of thing. But I know many of you guys are already doing that, repurposing and reusing that content into your online channels. So anyway, we're begging you guys to think about it. Okay, it makes a huge difference. So many of you have seen our campaign framework. This is a rendition of it that we have had over the years. And it shows basically, here's a certain number of loan products, here's home loan products, here's savings and investment, here's commercial over here. You might have a set of overarching campaigns where you promote holidays and charity events and so forth, which are all user. You might choose to only do at this high level a certain campaign to make sure, give awareness across all your user community. Then you might dive down, and we're going to show you an example of this. So one of the suggestions we have right off the top of the bat is this one. So first of all, I'll just run through it. I know Helen wants to make a few comments, but this says we're going to wish people happy holidays, maybe happy 4th of July. There might be some golf events in the community that benefit the charities that we support, that kind of thing. That might be an all user. Then we might do an all user auto loan, because sometimes just making people aware of the great auto products will influence them to share that with others. And you might even auto loan refer a friend type campaign. Then the consumer loans might drop down into generational for the month of July. And this is related to maybe boomers, go get an RV. Gen X, pick up that great new jet ski. Millennials, something of that sort, and on and on. Credit card, targeted a mid-level, that you have these great credit card campaigns, and then mortgage as well, and HELOC, and back up to the CD level, because you want to promote CDs to everyone for deposits. Then IRAs, money market, checking and savings, down to a certain rule-based campaign level or machine learning predictive model capability. And then, of course, your commercial deposits as well. So if I did a quick count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oops. And I forgot about happy birthday, targeted by rule, birth month, birthday, how you'd like to. 16 campaigns makes for an optimal campaign framework. And we hope that all makes sense to you guys. So every month you have some variation of this, and some of it could run for multiple months, a full quarter, that kind of thing. And this would produce a much more optimal result, engaging all of your existing users. for your benefit, but for theirs primarily. Okay. So hang on to that for a second. Final notes, review your new account openings last month and for the same year last year. Possibly review characteristics of those that purchased during that time frame for targeting, and use DeepTarget's predictive model that will do that targeting for you in a very secure way. Also consider some other capabilities that are just phenomenal that we have. You can prioritize your campaigns. So those that are super important will be the first thing they see. Use detargeting. If they don't click, have that ad turn off so it's no longer bothering them. Automate an email to users once they click on an ad so that there's some direct follow-up. We have that capability. And schedule your campaigns ahead of time. We have a full campaign scheduling environment for you, which makes it very, very easy to use. And remember, we allow you to have an unlimited number of campaigns. Most products, digital marketing products out there only have a limited number, many only 5. You can only do 5 campaigns. Some cap out even as low as 10. But we are unlimited, and that's purposeful so that you can extremely focus on audiences of real relevance. Okay. All right, perfect. And that comes back down to this, optimizing campaigns. Make sure you optimize across channels. And this is a great article that we have sourced down here at the bottom. Make sure that once they click, you trigger an email for more information off to that individual. That's an automated capability inside of DeepTarget. If you guys need to know how that works, we'll show you. It's very simple. Okay. And then if you optimize across channels, this is my quote. You guys can use it anywhere you want to. Visibility is 90% of everything. So once again, promoting all of your products and services uniquely and specifically to your membership is super important, because if they don't see it, they won't know it, and they won't engage you. And if you only promote in one channel, you're not as effective. So engage across multiple channels. And 4 of them right off the top of your head is the web, online banking, mobile banking, email. And you can add, if many of you guys, I know you're moving into the text environment, and social, there's more. Okay. So here is a great example of United One promoting on their website home loans, and on their online bank, the same family, same coloring, same message, and also on their mobile. And that sends them to their website to start that loan application. So great use of multiple channels and all across into a final stage where they can start that process. So we wanted to shout out to United One for a great set of examples here. And then one more. We've got Cascade Community showing an auto loan, and they've actually embedded a video inside of their website so that you can see it. And then both in online banking, they have the same member that they chose to also reinforce the content, the messaging, and so forth across them. So way to go, Cascade Community Credit Union. So that was our content for today. A couple more great things that we want to share with you. Remember, I said we're going to make it more visible to you to, if you will, see what you might be missing out on. And here's your dashboard today. Here's a simple example of your dashboard. Clicks, impressions, everybody knows the data freshness, campaign freshness, KEI. Here's your framework down here. So very nice. It is related to most viewed campaigns. As I hover over each component of this donut, it'll tell me how many campaigns are deployed. But could we make this better? So I've got auto loan, consumer loan, CD, checking, credit card, debit, events, and a mobile ad. Great. What am I missing? What did I leave out? What am I not promoting? Well, what if I showed that? What if I had a view that looked like this, that showed my 17 different product categories, and the ones that have ads deployed and the ones that don't have ads deployed, and I saw a percentage of my, what we may call, so hang on everybody, we may call our engagement health marker, which says I'm really only engaging 35% of my consumer, my member, my digital user base with this set of products. So many of you know about our growth grid. This is directly related to growth grid. If I'm running a used auto campaign, I bet you I have some influence conversions in my used auto listing. And I bet I don't have any savings and blah, blah. So this is telling me what I've done is what I get, right? And I could do better. So think about this. This is coming in the next 4 to 6 weeks.
And David, I want to mention something about that, because the donut that's there today is campaign category based. This new look is going to be account type based. So you may have a campaign that spans multiple account types that might cover consumer loans, recreational vehicles, and different things. If it touches those account types, if you've got product codes set up that are mapped in those categories, you're going to see a green bar. So that means you're covered. So it's not the campaign, it's the campaign category types that you have covered.
There you go. That's right. And that relates to the influence conversions better, doesn't it, Helen?
That's right. That's right.
Perfect. So don't look up here on the right yet, but we're bringing a couple of new KMI has always been hidden from you. It's in the data management report, but KRI, KMI is coming forward. We're going to show that to you, and KRI is your key revenue indicator, which is going to be excited. So next month, we're going to go over all the new release capabilities, reporting, and the updates to the dashboard. So you want to join us next month as we look at deeper dive into metrics. Okay, perfect. And we can help. Remember Spinfluence. You can turn Spinfluence on in your mobile apps and any horizontal ads in your online banking. So you can give a whole new look. This is a rendition of what would happen in Banno. It's not flipping, but it would do that as well inside the other online products. And then you can turn that on under ad rotation and just flipping this little switch here to 3D transition. Okay. And we love the fact that we've done this on calls with our customers and they've turned it on immediately. And Heather said, we love it, basically. In fact, I love it. It looks so cool and modern. So thank you, Heather. And then Growth Grid. Don't forget about it. Know your engagement, see how it results in revenue. You're going to get a new tab. If you haven't seen it, look at it on your management report. And it's going to show you something similar to this. Green means that these are new accounts opened related to the campaigns running. We're going to total it across the bottom here and show you the number of accounts open either across a year or the last 6 months or so far this year, and the total estimated revenue for the first month of interest income only. So don't forget that. And Jim, who's the CEO and president of Common Trust, says he loves it, takes it to his board. So that's great news. And then don't forget, we can fly that plane for you, which is our plane, Deep Target with managed services. We already have quite a few signed up. Here is Gigi talking about how it's made a fantastic difference for her to allow our experts to run the system for them. Okay. And then many of you guys will email me and say, hey, is there a recording? Or you guys may have missed the webinar, whatnot. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It has all our webinars. And Helen, what else does it have out there?
Yeah, and also we have some training tutorials, like, to learn how to create a rule-based campaign, predictive model, understand your dashboards. We've got, I don't know, maybe 12 topics out there.
That's right.
Different tutorials that'll walk you through the different pieces of Deep
That's
Target.
right. And many of you guys may have transition in your team. And remember, Deep Target does not charge for training. So we're happy to host training sessions for your new members as well. And then, in fact, I was going to say, we're going to skip over to make sure you do we'll come to that customer success meeting. Sign up for that, another free service where we help you optimize your implementation. But let's do Java Joy real quick. Helen, can you look
Okay,
and
let's see who's
see?
still on the line today.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a person. Okay, today's winner is Joseph Kellerman.
Joseph. All right, Joseph, congratulations. You're getting a Java Joy e-gift card from us, from Starbucks. So you can have a cup of coffee on us just for attending and just being a great customer of ours. So thank you very much. Watch for that. I'll shoot you an email here shortly. And then the next slide is about, please make sure you schedule your customer success review. Our team spends a half hour with you. They prepare for it. They review your account and make you some great suggestions, and then sometimes make modifications with your assistance or with your direction right online.
Yeah, and we want to do this at least once a year with
Absolutely.
everybody. I mean, it's really important. I think, you know, you get one-on-one time with your analyst. Like
That's right.
David said, to be offer suggestions, and
That's right.
you know, we just want to hear your strategy. So we may have some other ideas of
That's
how
right.
you might want to use the product.
And it is not a sales call. It is not a sales call. It is about your success and making sure you're aware of all the capabilities you target, taking advantage of them, and being as successful as possible.
And sometimes a mini training too.
And a mini training. And sometimes Helen's team actually does some, I was going to say some therapy discussions, but I won't say that. You know what I mean? We want to be helpful and not only be a vendor of yours, we want to be friends of yours and help you guys be successful. Okay, fantastic. So thank you guys for joining us. Join us next month. We'll have a new banner out there, or you can, you'll see a sign up. But we're going to look at industry metrics because that's key. So thanks everybody so much for joining today and being a part of our webinar. Thank you, Helen, for being here. You guys have a great day, great summer, and we'll talk to you next month. Thank you.